Hello there, and welcome to the Fish Tank Barn. Over the years, I've kept a fair number of rare fish here in the barn. This got me thinking recently about which fish I'm keeping that are irreplaceable. Many of the fish here in the fish barn have a story. Either it took me a long time to find them, or some of them have some historical lineage. So let's go ahead and head into the fish barn and take a look at my 5 rarest irreplaceable fish. The first fish that I'd like to talk to you about is the Crocodon audax from Los Pinos, also known as my Holy Grail fish. I was able to get 2 trios of this fish from the American Live Bear Association SCAP program, and thankfully I've been able to get them to breed for me. I'd only seen them one time before at an ALA auction, and they went for a significant amount of money. What really draws me to this fish is the coloration and finnage of the males. Some varieties from this location can have all red fins, while mine are a combination of red and black. I'm hoping, as I continue to breed these fish, that I'll get some males with some red fins at some point. Its cousin, the Crocodon audax from Altiboso, also known as the Black Prince, is equally stunning but a little easier to find. If you can get your hands on either of these fish, I would highly encourage you to do so. Both are absolutely amazing. The next fish that I'd like to show you is the Rarest falcatus. This is a close relative to the much more common Rarest metallicus. This is a small pacillid live bear that's native to Cuba. This is a subtly beautiful fish with a yellow translucent sheen. This fish does like to be in groups and is fairly easy to breed, as you can see in this 20-gallon tank. I've only seen this fish a few times at very niche places like the Chicago Live Bear Society auction and at auctions in the west side of Michigan. I know that one of the people keeping this fish has recently left the hobby, so I'm assuming that these fish will just be harder to find. If you come across this fish, definitely make an effort to preserve it. I really don't know anymore how many people out there are keeping it. This next fish is one that I've only seen once, and thankfully I've had the opportunity to purchase it. If you remember, a little back over a year ago, I visited Josh Cook's fish room and spoke at the Medina County Aquarium Society. At the club meeting, I was able to get a small group of the Chapulictes pardalis from Ojo de Agua de Tacumbo, also known as the Balneario. This fish has the ESU designation of Chapa 1. In the 1970s, this fish's habitat was turned into a swimming area, which is unfortunate. There is a much more common location of this fish from Presa de San Juanico from ESU Chapa 2 that you can find without much effort. The only place I've ever seen the Chapa 1 location was in Josh's fish room and the fish that I purchased from him at the Medina County Aquarium Club meeting. Thankfully, these fish are pretty easy to breed, and I have a pretty good group of them going right now, which I'm pretty happy about. The Genesia ansa, or jaguar live bear, is another fish that you don't see too often. I've seen these fish a couple of times at some of the rare live bear auctions, and also at a YouTube auction where I was able to purchase mine. These fish are related to anaboleps, and is often called the one-sided live bear because males can only move their gonopodium to either the left or the right, and the females can only be fertilized from one side. It was once thought that you needed an opposite-sided male and female to reproduce, but it has been determined that a same-sided male and female will just go head to tail in order to reproduce. I started out with a group of 8, but unfortunately I only have this pair remaining. I will definitely have to take a look and see if I can get some more at some point. These fish are notorious fry eaters, so I probably will move their tank and provide them with some more cover. This is a really cool looking fish. I really hope to find some more and get them breeding at some point. We now come to the one fish that I'm the most privileged in the hobby to have, and that's the Xenotoca eiseni from Nayarit. This was the original Gadaeid species that was collected by Robert Rushmiller in 1955 and then released into the hobby. I was able to find this fish at the ALA Triple Crown Convention in 2022 and then was able to add to my group at an auction a couple years later. This species took me a couple years to get to breed, but I was finally glad that I was able to spawn them. Unfortunately, its native habitat was turned into a Walmart, which is something that disappoints me. This is another fish that's really not readily available, and I only know of a few people keeping them around the Metro Detroit area. I'm extremely thankful that I was able to get these fish to breed and be able to keep this fish in the hobby. At some point, I'll get these fish out to some other hobbyists so they can work with them and help to increase their numbers. This is a fish that I'm extremely privileged to work with, and one that I'm extremely thankful to keep. I hope that you enjoyed taking a look at some of the rarest fish that I'm keeping here in the barn. In the comment section, let me know the rarest fish that you're keeping, as well as your Holy Grail fish. At the end of the video here, I'll go ahead and put up a card to my latest fish room tour, as well as a playlist to all my good day and care guides. So with that, thank you for watching, stay safe, stay fishy, and I'll catch you on the next video.